What's up, beer drinkers? How y'all doing this week? Oh, we got another great show for you again this week to start off the new year. We got some great beers from New Glarus Brewing Company and AleSmith Brewing Company. And we have one beer story. We talk about the legacy, the beer legacy of former President Jimmy Carter. He died the other day. He was 100 years old, but he signed a House bill that reverberated through the beer industry and gave us craft beer as we know it today. And then in our Cöld Brüe List, Sorcerer Chromatic runs down our top 10 rated beers of 2024. And we give a cheers to 2025. And then in our Drunken Shenanigans, we talk a little bit about our Christmases and our New Year's. And we hope you all had a great Christmas and New Year's and holiday season, whatever holiday you celebrate. Don't forget to follow us on Untapped and I almost forgot. Instagram, Cöld Brüe Podcast. For those of you who live in Arizona, don't forget the Copper State Beer Festival is coming up. That's over at Riverview Park in Mesa, Arizona, January 18th. And you can get your tickets at copperstatebeerfest.com. All right, so without further ado, it's time for another Cöld Brüe. Welcome to another Cöld Brüe podcast. I am Greg. He is Sorcerer Chromatic, and we're here to talk about beer.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, man? How you doing this week?
Good. I'm still throwing off these holidays in the middle of the week. Really throw my whole schedule off.
Oh yeah, me too, man. Yeah, and then we got to go back to work for like a couple days.
Right.
Yeah. All right, and I mean, I don't want to, woe is me, but I have to go back to the night shift, so it kind of throws my my inner clock. What do they call it? Your
internal clock.
Yeah, it throws my internal clock way off. So
what's the fancy one? The circadian rhythm or something like that?
Yeah, you said it. I have no idea. I know what you're talking about, but I forgot what it's called. Yeah. But yeah, it throws it way off.
Primal, nighttime.
Yeah.
Sleep, daytime away. Yeah.
The one animals and kids usually run off of.
There you go.
Well, anyway,
if your kids are animals, then
they'd be known to run feral sometimes. Anyway, so give me about a week and I'll be back to my night shift. I'll be fine. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the time or Morris Day. We're here to talk about beer.
Word.
All right, so my beer comes to us from all the way up in Wisconsin. Shoot, where are they out of? New Glarus, Wisconsin. From New Glarus Brewing Company, I have their Spotted Cow. I don't know if you ever heard of this one. This one's always made some of the best of lists. Let me see here.
Familiar.
It is a farmhouse ale, actually. Wisconsin's original farmhouse ale is an artisan brewed and canned by the hardworking employee owners here in New Glarus. Spotted Cow adheres to the Reinheitsgebot purity law using only 4 all-natural ingredients: yeast, hops, water, and malted barley. Yeast remains in the can to enhance the fullness of flavors. It is naturally cloudy. Expect this ale to be fun, fruity, and satisfying. You're in Wisconsin when you see the Spotted Cow. Only in Wisconsin. And then Daniel and Deborah Carey, they sign it. So they get very nice signatures, I got to say. And let's see, where's the ABV? I know it's on here somewhere. 12 fluid ounces. I thought it was on here. I guess I'm wrong. I'll have to look that up in a minute. But before I keep going on and prattling, pop off. What do you got?
I have from our friends down in San Diego, right? AleSmith Brewing.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I have from AleSmith, I have one of their big ones. I have their barrel aged Speedway Stout Coffee Cake Edition 2024.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it's an imperial stout aged in bourbon barrels with coffee, vanilla, and cinnamon.
Nice.
Um, let's see. Where's the ABV? Oh yeah. So this is a heavy hitter at 12.67 ABV. And then let's see. It says, indulge in this barrel aged version of our Speedway Stout, inspired by one of our favorite coffee treats. This luxurious imperial stout aged in bourbon barrels boasts locally roasted coffee, velvety vanilla beans, and a hint of cinnamon. Savor the decadent aromas and creamy mouthfeel in every sip. And recommended glassware is the goblet. I don't have a goblet these days, but I'm using
Okay.
my tiku. I found my tiku for New Year's when I was getting some champagne glasses or
Yeah.
flute. They were next. The tikus are right next to me. I'm like, oh, I forgot about these. So and then it also says to serve at between 50 and 55 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, okay.
So without any
Nice.
further ado, Papa.
Yeah, tiku is kind of like a goblet, right?
Goblet-esque.
Yeah, it's got a stem, so whatever.
Goblet adjacent.
That's it. So this spotted cow is 4.8% alcohol by volume, and it does taste like a farmhouse ale. It's a little bit funky. It's got some bready notes to it, as far as like the maltiness goes, but it's not very sour. It's more of on the funky side of the saisons or farmhouse ales, I should say. Not really getting any Band-Aid. That's another one that they like to throw in there. Maybe a little bit of straw in there, but it's good, man. It's not as good as I remembered, though. I remember I had it like 3 or 4 years ago. My friend Mario and I, we were at Cactus Tap Room. I think it's in Peoria, and the bartender. It was just me, him, and me, Mario, and the bartender. And he's like, "Hey, I got some spotted cow. If you guys want to share." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." He's pouring, so yeah, he busted it out because he didn't sell it. He just had it there, and he cracked it open and just gave us a little pour each, and it was good. I liked it. I think I liked it better back then. But then again, you know, times change, tastes change. So I this is good. It's not great. Let's put it that way. It's good, not great. I'm leaning like around a 4.0, but we'll see. We'll rate these later. We'll rate our beers later on. So how's your Speedway stout?
Okay, real quick. I know New Glarus. I've being a fan of craft beer,
Yeah.
you hear that name every now and then. I don't recall if I ever had any of them directly or
Okay.
recently. Um, so what I'm trying to say is I respect them. So I'm gonna ask a question, not trying to make a joke, but is the spotted cow? Is that any relation to that laughing cow, the cheese guys?
I don't know. Maybe. It's a Wisconsin thing, right?
Right?
They got
There's
a lot of cows.
like a verb and then the cow
Yeah, this
or
I don't know.
description.
I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like a cow jumping over the state of Wisconsin. There's a little glare
Oh, there
coming
you
off
go.
my ring light. Oh, there we go. That's a
Yeah.
better angle it down. So yeah, there's no laughing, but there's some jumping. There's some verbiage going on there.
Cool. All right. Well, yes. Where you were talking about yours, I was sipping mine. Mine's a little cold. However, I'm digging it, man. This cinnamon is a nice. Well, that's, again going back to purity of beer. It's a nice additional ingredient, really. Because a lot of times you get coffee or coffee with coconut or coconut vanilla, and not a lot of cinnamon. So it does balance out that sweetness to it. And right now, the the barrel aging is strong up front, and the sweetness is pretty balanced at the end. So interesting to see how it opens up. Uh, Speedway Stout in general, it's a solid beer. However,
Yeah.
I not necessarily my first choice with stouts. Not to say it's terrible. However,
Right.
they do they use it a lot with so many variants, which I probably had more variants as Speedway Stout than actual legit Speedway Stout. And I'm probably not the only one in that camp. So
Right.
yeah, I mean AleSmith, San Diego legendary brewery at this point. So I'm excited. I'm digging it.
Yeah. And to your point too, and something that you've said before is to get a great stout variants of a stout, you need a good base. And Speedway Stout, even though, like you said, and I agree, I haven't really had it that much more so than the as much as the variants, but yeah, the a couple times I've had it, I know it's a solid base.
You know, and I would say in many aspects, it's kind of like Victory at Sea.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. It's been a while.
Another San Diego brewery.
Hmm.
Again, a solid stout, but you know, it's all about the variants with that one too.
Yeah, I think at this point too, the like Bourbon County and all them, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's safe to say.
Anyway, all right. Well, we will rate our beers later on during the show, during an untapped portion of the show. But right now, it's time. Gotta look for the. I don't even know if I have the sound drop for the. Oh yeah, there it is. It's time for some beer news. I got to learn my mixer again on all the buttons, but I'll get there. See, this comes to us from Fox Business. Do you know who died this past week? Do you remember? I mean, a lot of
Greg
people
Gumbel?
died. Oh yeah, Greg Gumbel died. I just heard that the Catwoman died. The one New York socialite who had too many facelifts. She had big old cheekbones.
Oh, yeah. Didn't she have like a Vanderbilt or something like that?
Yeah, some very close to that. Yeah. No, but what I'm getting to is an unsung beer hero. Jimmy Carter died, 100 years old.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the 37th president.
Yeah, former president. This is said 39th.
What did I say? 37th? My bad.
Yeah. Close enough. It was a better guess than I did, or than I would have had. Tributes to honoring the life of former President Jimmy Carter continued to roll in following his death over the weekend. And while the 39th Commander-in-Chief is remembered for many contributions, the craft beer industry has long hailed him as a hero. Boston Beer Company founder Jim Koch, who famously launched his Sam Adams Lager from home, credits Carter with sparking America's craft beer movement. It was absolutely true that Jimmy Carter relaxed the rules in 1979 to allow people to homebrew, Koch told the San Diego Reader in an interview from 2022. First time since Prohibition, and that helped begin this whole microbrewery process. For beer lovers throughout America have more options than ever before thanks to Carter, who famously eschewed most alcohol because of his Southern Baptist beliefs after he signed a law legalizing home brewing. H.R. 1337, which Carter signed on October 14th, 1978, stated that any adult would be permitted to produce wine and beer for personal and family use and not for sale without incurring the wine or beer excise taxes and or penalties for up to 200 gallons brewed. The first generation of post-1978 homebrewers forged the path for the modern craft beer movement, and the more than 9,300 breweries in the U.S. today, the Brewers Association CEO Bob Peace told Fox News Digital via email the week of Carter's 100th birthday in October. The brewing community is grateful to President Jimmy Carter, and his legacy lives on in every batch of beer that's brewed, he said. In 1978, barely 2 months after the federal legalization of home brewing, the American Home Brewers Association was established in Boulder, Colorado. The American Home Brewers Association now estimates that between 500,000 and 750,000 Americans brew at least one batch of beer at home annually, according to its website. Many craft breweries, including now larger brands such as Boston Brewing Company and Sierra Nevada, began as home brew operations. On Sunday, the day Carter died, the American Homebrewers Association issued a statement remembering the former president and his contribution to the home brewing community and suggested raising a glass in his honor. Excuse me. Cheers and thank you to an American homebrew hero, President Jimmy Carter, the statement reads. And that's the end of the story. So everyone raise a glass to former President Jimmy Carter.
Here, here. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, that's all I have for this week's beer news. So you know what that means?
I don't think so.
All right, that means it's time for everyone's favorite segment on Cöld Brüe Podcast because it's my favorite segment. It's time for the Cöld Brüe List.
Where'd you get that from?
That's from SpongeBob.
Oh, geez.
Oh, I heard it one time and I had to get it. It's funnier like doing it live than me like inserting it later on.
Hey, yo. No, don't need it.
Hey now. Oh yeah, it's a family show, right?
Yeah. All right. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Would you call our show self-serving?
Somewhat. Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, I have a self-serving list story for kind of a year-end review. So first of all, Happy New Year, everyone.
Yep.
This will be our first show that drops on the new year. And well, actually it is the first to pull back the curtain. So I have in front of me a list of our top rated beers for 2024 according to oh geez, I got the burps. According to Untapped.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. Yeah, they're not dated, so I'm just gonna go with what the little report says.
Okay.
Okay. So number 10. Reply Hazy Try Again.
Oh, nice. I like that name.
Hot Butcher for the World is the brewer.
Oh yeah, out of
I'm assuming you had this one. I didn't have it.
Yeah, no, yeah, because they distro down here. I think they're from Chicago, if not Illinois, for sure.
Okay, so it's a IPA, Imperial Double New England. It doesn't say on here because it's cut off, but I'm assuming hazy as well. So
yeah, it is.
Yeah, we give that one a 4.5. Not sure what show that's on, and the global rating is 4.22. So we're not too off on that one.
Okay.
Next, from Westbound and Down, the Juice Caboose.
Nice.
An IPA, New England Hazy. We give it a 4.5, and the overall rating is 4.08.
Nice.
Next is Draconic from Drake's Brewing Company. It's their stout, their double, their Imperial, and we give it a 4.5. Average is 3.89.
Nice.
We like Drake though.
Yeah, definitely.
Love the Drake. All right, next is from Bonehouse Brewing, the Necro Dancer.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Did you have that one?
Yeah, because it's a local beer. They don't distro it very much. They're very far.
Okay. Negro Dancer, it's an IPA, New England Hazy. We gave it a 4.5. The overall is 4.12.
Okay.
Next one, Blind Pig IPA out of Russian River. Well, as the name suggests, it's an IPA.
Very nice.
Yeah, we give it a 4.5, and globally it's 4.15.
Yep. Oh, and that's the one you had that one.
I believe so. And then again from Russian River Brewing Company, we had Pliny the Elder. It's an IPA. It's a double, and we gave it a 4.70. That's, I guess, when we still have that rating.
Mhm.
And globally, it's 4.49.
Oh yeah, because we had it on January 26th, and we
There you
I
go.
think February was our cutoff date for the 10th.
Moving on.
Yep.
Bourbon County brand stout, their coffee stout, 2022 edition.
Very
When do
nice.
we have that for the show?
November 24th.
Last year, huh?
I think I had it.
Probably. Um, Going, of course, Imperial Stout, the double coffee. We gave it a 4.75. Globally, it's 4.32.
Oh yeah. Oh, I did have it because it's the 2022, and I bought it at the Joy Lush Club when I went out there early November.
Okay.
I remember getting it. Yeah.
Next is the Parabola 2024 edition from Firestone Walker Brewing Company. It's a Russian Imperial Stout. We rated it 4.75.
Nice.
The global rating is 4.29.
Very good.
Yeah. Next, from Berreich Stats Brewery Weinstefaner, we have
Yep.
Weinstefaner Crystal Weiss beer.
That was a good one.
So, yeah. So we give this one a 5, a global rating of 3.68. I guess it was a German Beer Appreciation Week, that show.
Yep.
Again, awesome beer, though.
Right. Yeah.
Can't argue with it. I mean, can't argue with probably my favorite of all the Weinstefaners. They have a solid line. It's an import. I'm sure they have phenomenal stuff that they don't export too. So
Yeah.
shout out. I like the fact that we have this one up here. That's our second highest rated beer all year,
Yeah.
and that would lead us to number one
Wait,
from
before you get to
Catalyst.
number, I'm sorry. Before you get to number one, can you imagine if we had it like that? If it was more fresh, because of the import's going to take a while to get here.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, all right. Sorry, I didn't mean to step. I just wanted to add that before you moved on.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it isn't. What's it called? Yeah, the German beers. Yeah, the fresher they are, the better they are.
Yeah.
In most cases, it's the wheat. So yeah, okay. Um,
Moving on.
and finally, yes, from Catalyst Crafted Ales, the Razor's Edge, an
Hey yo.
IPA. Yes, cue my music. We're doing a little survey. All right, then we give it a
Yuck.
5. The global rating is 4.02. So
Yep.
yes, those of you listen more often than not, first of all, thank you. And yeah, that's just a rundown of the beers we've experienced. A lot of IPAs on this list. Yeah, I think it's a fun recap of what 2024 brought us. And hey, 2025 will do better.
That's right. We're going to have some great beers this year. I got to say, you're much better at doing a rundown than Jim Halpert is.
Yeah, you would think so.
No, good list. And I mean, we created the list. So, pat ourselves on the back, Barry Horowitz style.
There you go. Self high five.
There you go. Oh, man. How's your beer treating you, man?
Good. I'm sipping on it slowly. Still got quite a bit left.
Yeah.
Pretty enjoyable.
All right. So you had the Speedway Stout. I know you said you had cinnamon, but what was does it have a name on it?
Yeah, it was the Coffee Cake Edition.
Okay.
The Barrel Aged Speedway Stout Coffee Cake Edition.
Cake. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Barrel Aged Speedway Stout Coffee Cake Edition 2024. All right. Let's see. None of our friends have rated it. What would you like to rate it at?
I'm gonna give this guy. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Oh, okay,
Starting the year off
nice.
with a bang.
We have the overall rating right now is 4.18, so you're not that far off. What would you like? What notes would you like to put on it?
Strong,
Yeah,
bold, and sweet.
bold and sweet. Very nice. Save and check in. Any new? Nope, no new cards. No, not even a New Year's card. Man, how about that? They doing away with cards now or what? What's the point of checking in now?
Oh.
All right, so I had by New Glarus Brewing their Spotted Cow, and I already looked it up so I can get the ABV on it. I liked it. I'm gonna give it a 4. Not my favorite beer, but it is really good. As far as farmhouse ales goes, it's actually really good. It's a lot more palatable than a lot of farmhouse ales because and some of those funky flavors really shine through on farmhouse ales, and this one not so much. It's very rather tame and a lot more palatable. Let's see. We have an overall rating right now. It has an overall rating right now of 3.89. 12 of our friends have rated it at an average of 4.15. Let's see. Let's go through. Jake J gave it a 3.75. Ali C gave it a 5. Gave it a 5 a couple times. Rachel B gave it a 5. Jason M gave it a 4. Ali C again. Man, she got it all over the place. Mike P gave it a 4.5. Christian M gave it a 3.75. Eric C gave it a 3.75. Eric Stump. Hey, he's back. 4.25. That was back in 2018, though. So I'm going to give it a 4.0. And I am going to say it is mild, pleasing farmhouse. That's it. Save and check in. Cool, man. So just real quick, just wanted to touch base with you. How was your Christmas? How was your New Year's?
It was fun. Christmas was really, really enjoyable. My daughters were all in spirit and whatnot.
Yeah.
Love the. I mean, yeah. They're fortunate, man. Our family really, really took care of them, hooked them up. I mean, they have stuff they haven't unboxed yet. They opened everything. They just haven't got to everything.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Then you
Yeah.
can you portion it out, for a while.
Yeah, definitely. Again, it was fun, relaxing. We stayed local. I mean, we stayed home. So, yeah, had a nice dinner. Me and the wife made a prime rib, and yeah, it was small and quick, yet super super enjoyable for our daughters.
That's good. And that first Christmas in your new place, you kind of want to celebrate it there, right? Is that kind of the vibe you're going for?
No, just because it's the middle of the week, man. We didn't want to travel.
Okay. Yeah, true. Okay.
We didn't take any extra time off during the holidays.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I just kept it simple.
And your New Year's was good too? Your daughters both stay up?
No, they crashed out hard and early.
Oh, okay.
My younger daughter, she fell asleep early. She fell asleep at 4 in the afternoon and woke up at 4 in the morning. So
okay. So did you stay up though?
No, man, I was still feeling it from the Monday night game. I went a little hard in the paint.
That's
finished
all right.
my season off with a bang.
That's fine. I mean, as you get older, it doesn't really not as important to stay up all the way to midnight.
Right.
But no, I totally get that. I had a good Christmas. I know but I went to New York. Me and my ex took our daughter to New York, and we spent a week there. And man, I couldn't have had a better time in New York. I went back in 99, early 2000. But I had no money, so even though I enjoyed my time when I was there and had fun, man, going back there now with some spending money, and it was so much more enjoyable. We went all over the place, man. We saw everything you could see. We didn't do everything. We didn't go into the Ground Zero Memorial Museum, or we didn't go up to the top of World Trade. we didn't climb the steps into Statue of Liberty, but we did go see Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island, and we went to the memorial and you know Central Park and Grand Central Station, New York Public Library, all the iconic spots. We at least, if we didn't go in them, we walked by them and took pictures in front of them.
Oh, there you go.
But I think the highlight though was skating, the ice skate rink at Rockefeller Center. Even though the ice was garbage, it was trash because you had like 100 people skating on it for like hours, just cutting it all up. It basically like skating on snow. But we did get this. We were lucky enough that the Zamboni came through like towards the end of our session, so we got to skate on some decent ice for a little bit. But just being there, you know, the whole iconic thing of the big old tree above you and skating with all those people. It's real small, dude. It's like maybe 2/3 or 3/4 of like a hockey rink.
Oh, okay.
So it is really small. I think, and just the massive people on it, that's what cuts up the ice so bad. But still had a great time.
Yeah.
One of the more memorable times. But yeah, New York in Midtown is a sea of humanity, man.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say? You're gonna ask something?
Oh, I said, yeah. Are you talking about spending money and stuff? You had the $40 hot dogs.
yeah, because we had to get the street dogs, right? So we got 3 hot dogs, and they were like, and a drink. I guess the hot dogs by themselves were 43, and then with the drink, it came up to almost like $50 for 3 hot dogs. I know. And my ex and my daughter got chili cheese dogs, and they were out of cheese, so you think we get a discount, right?
No.
But nope. Yeah, no. I just got just a mustard dog. But it was good though, man. Actually, the hot dog was pretty good. I don't know. If, I was thinking of the that line from Pulp Fiction when you got the $5 shake. You know, I don't know if it's fucking worth $50, but it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
And then you know, the New Year's it was quiet. I spent it with my daughter again at home. We went across to the neighbors across the street because they had family over. So had some drinks and some food over there. Then we came back and watched the ball drop and got to see the confetti, and we got to write our little wishes on the confetti when we were in New York. So we were trying to find our wish but I couldn't find mine. Yeah, too many red ones.
Someone found it.
That'd be cool. On one of them, I wrote because you know who pointed out to me was Lacey, the owner of Transplant City Beer Company. She's like, "Oh, if you're over there, check this out." And she sent me on Instagram. She DM'd me this picture of people like writing their the wishes. Right, it was a sponsored thing, so it was free. So it took us a few days, but we finally found it. So on one of the confettis, I wrote, "When in AZ, drink TCBC beer." So I gave him a little shout out. Yeah. It's a little thank you for pointing that out to me. But anyway, yeah, good times.
That's cool. That's sweet.
Yeah. Any had a great Christmas and New Year's. And yeah, looking forward to starting 2025 and all the beers that will be drunk or drank or drinked. I don't know what the proper conjugation is. Consumed. There you go. I like that. There you go. It's easier with that word. All right, man. Anything else you'd like to bring up on this episode of Cöld Brüe Podcast?
No, I mean the you know, we don't talk about too much other than beer in our world, but the you know, waking up in that news about New Orleans and even I guess in Vegas in front of the Trump Tower. I mean, that's just terrible. So it's like it just kind of makes you not want to go out and be part of the world, you know?
Yeah.
Just and you know, people just say you can't live in fear and you can't, and I get that. At the same time, it sucks. You don't know when disaster is going to strike like that, and you know, it's a terrible incident. You know,
both of them
lives were lost needlessly for whatever reason. I didn't get too much on people involved and I didn't look up too much information on the people involved, just because everything's new. Just let everything shake out so you understand the.
Yeah, the
I don't
story's
want to say the
still.
full story. Like I don't want to say the full story because obviously there's no right out of it. I just want to hear the correct full report.
Yeah, the facts. Yeah, because the
Yeah,
story's
there
still
you go.
developing.
Yes.
Yeah, that and yeah, that. What a way to start off 2025, right? Shit. But hey, cheers to those people. Not cheers, but in memorial. Raise a glass.
Yeah. Tip of 40.
Exactly. And next week we'll come back with your final coach's corner, right?
Yeah.
Yep. The last regular season weekend in NFL. And then we got the playoffs. So got that to look forward to. All right. Thank you for downloading yet again another Cold Brew podcast. I am Greg. He is Sorcerer Chromatic, and we'd like to wish you cheers.
Until next time.